Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi, props on, hat on backwards, because it's something new. YouTube, this is a game that was popular probably right before the pandemic. It's called New Worlds from Amazon Games. Sometimes if you're an Amazon subscriber, you might get it for a lower price or something. It's a MMORPG. Basically, it's based in a world where you're a bunch of different races and you're on this island and there's spirits and whatever, and it's kind of horror slash MMORPG slash you get to do a lot of crafting. I reinstalled it. I have a level 60 character. Probably when I stopped playing again, there's a lot of YouTube people said it was for crap and they didn't like the game anymore and the game didn't have problems and the nerfs and everything. And it's a typical thing we heard in Diablo. Sorry, prop. The typical thing we heard in Diablo 4. And what do you hear in World of Warcraft? It's all that stuff. It's the main people. They must know more than me because they have millions and millions of subscribers and they're influencers, YouTube. They're influencers. So, for me, why did I give up in the game? I wasn't in a faction. I'm at the end game. I'm level 60. And when you get to the end of the game, you're either going to be doing some PvP or some raiding. And so that's not my favorite thing to do. So I re-rolled a new character. The other thing, timeout, is I always didn't have the capacity in my old computer. When I got a fast USB-C port and I had a hard drive, I just run the games off that external drive. I wasn't always able to do that because of the speed of USB-C. It's capable now. If you think about, nerd alert, if you think about SATA, I think the max transfer speed on SATA is 6 gigabytes a second. And so USB-C probably 3.2 is above that, but with external, blah, blah, blah. So it's okay. It's equivalent. I never see a problem with that. So, as you know, normally I like to play some type of where I have some heals. And this character, what determines your class is the weapon you use. And it has an interesting leveling system. Number one, the big difference between this game and every other game, this game is post World of Warcraft that had some crafting. And later, what they realized, a lot of people like crafting, they toggled that or, crafted that on. This game was built with crafting. It has a very robust crafting system. You can level your character through crafting. So you don't have to kill everything. You can just craft stuff, go out and gather and craft. So that's a fantastic thing. The setting is, I'm going to say it's not 1780s, but 1780s. So you have a lot of melee classes. You have hatchet, sword, rapier, two-hand weapons, two-handed mace, two-handed axe. You have staves, magic. And so whatever you use, you can level up your weapons, you level up your character, you level up your crafting. So it's a very simple system, but it's very robust. So it's something that, you're constantly leveling. If you play a game and you sometimes feel it takes a long time to level, this game, you're constantly leveling something. And that's what makes it fun to play, because you're always leveling. The crafting is fantastic. You can get into it. It gives you a reason for doing everything. So everything had a reason. Why isn't the game more popular? Well, influencers and the end game content. So when you have a 12,000 pound behemoth like World of Warcraft, you always get compared to that, and no game's really going to have the rating that World of Warcraft has. I mean, it just has a ton of that type of content. And that's like, if you're a semi-professional gamer, like if you like to be serious, that gives you that. Like, it is what it is. Light out on the monitor, so I have my cheap standby, my monitor on light background to give me some lighting. Sorry, YouTube. Here I'm beating the boss on this boat. That was one of the things I had to do. and this is going to unlock a part that I got to go do later. So I really like the game. I'm going to give you, can you like, subscribe, share, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the notifications, comment when it's working. Still, that's a work in progress. It's a work all time. Boat's on fire. Same like my comments. It's dying. The comments are dying. Sorry, YouTube. All right. Anyways, why did I pick this game? This game was always a game I'd consider in a rotation. It's fairly new, so the graphics are spectacular. Look, that's a macro cloud in the sky. I mean, that's attention to detail, YouTube. The graphics are pretty good. The gameplay's pretty good. The crafting's good. It's just hard. Here's the thing. I'm in the water, so I'm underwater. You can't swim, but you can walk on shore. Again, very thoughtful. It's a great game. And the thing is, you buy it once. I checked, it was $39.99. It's $40 now, and you never play it again. Or you never pay for it again. So that's Roxy. That's Macy. Can you... Hey! And Caesar. Caesar's not barking, but that's Roxy. So the thing is, you can buy the game once and then play it forever. So again, that's kind of one of the criteria. Has a lot of going for it. If you like PvP, it has an interesting system where you can take over towns. And so for you, the price to do things is cheaper. For people that aren't part of the faction, it costs them money. Every once in a while, they'll open it up where you can attack the cities. So that part, when it first came out, that was pretty good. There wasn't needed to be balanced, and so I hadn't played it since then. Again, I'm not a PvPer. Once in a while, I jump into that stuff. It was really fun. But one of the things I always hope with the channel is to give you a lot of different options. What are the same things about the games? Has a rifle, a blunderbuss, and a bow and arrow for other ranged options. So if you're a gun person, and the gunplay in this is really good, but you have to make your own bullets. Look at that, YouTube. Even without a press. So there you're kind of looking at the inventory. Your inventory on your character is limited by the weight. Then you can have a chest in each town. You can kind of move them. There's a lot of, for you that like logistical management, the game has all that. Roxy, for the dogs that like to be squirted, there's a squirt. And that squirt. Roxy doesn't like it when anyone comes from downstairs. A-hole. Anyways, so I'm trying to get in there. I've been playing this all weekend. So Remnant on, I think Thursday or Friday, had a big patch. And so I was looking for something to do. I always like this game. I have room now. Nothing worse than that, YouTube. If you have an old computer, I would submit this to you. If you get a new computer with a USB 3.2 or a Lightning port, I wouldn't even worry about the hard drive. You're just going to get these, the external hard drives, removable hard drives. It's great. It's small. I have a little, I think it's a Western Digital or a Samsung. It's this big. To give you an idea, the remote for these lights, LED lights, are the exact same size. It's fantastic, right? And it's a 2 terabyte drive. Works with my iPad, my USB-C iPad, so that's how I transfer the files over. It's fantastic. I have all this into a hub. If you saw my setup, you would cry. Not because it's good, because you'd be like, wow, dude, really? You're just going to have the wires hanging all out like that? Anyways, I'm pushing my way inside this cape. Roxy, once was okay. Twice, 3 times a lady. Commodores, YouTube. The other thing is, I've noticed I had Love Triangle and New World. I guess New World Order. A lot of New Order song / title kind of things lately, because I'm old codger, YouTube. Except I'm wearing my hat backwards, so that makes me cool, YouTube. With my headphones. Breaker 19, I have a 6 Charlie Delta coming in. So, again, the class you have 2 weapons. So one of my classes is like healing with this weapon, so I stay alive. I have a lot of self-heals. And then I have a 2-handed axe. So what you'll see on some of these characters, they have yellow under their red bar. That means they have a shield and they have stamina that blocks it. So you can hit them so hard that they'll start losing stamina. So that's why I have the 2-weapon combo. Hatchet is nice, and there's all kind of, again, it's a build game. If you love builds, it has trees for you, YouTube. The skills, as you level up your crafting skills, they give you benefits to your character. When you are in an area, if you spend a lot of time in an area, you can get the buffs up in that area. It's just nonstop. You can break rocks. You can kick rocks. So I got lost the first time. I couldn't find this. I'm almost going to die here. So here's fantastic. So in general, if you don't know this already, you should usually kill the lowest, fastest, easiest guys first. But because this is an tabbed targeting game, it's a actual aiming game. Sometimes the guy's getting in front of me, so I don't have access to the people behind him. So my health's going down really low in this. And it's one of those things where I just beat him by the skin of my teeth. Then I do a self-heal, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the boss again. I had over-leveled quite a bit, so I was in the starter area, got to like level 10, then was facing things like 7, 8 at the first starter city. And right now, I think I'm level 18, I'm facing level 17, so I'm right at that level. And you can do it however you want, but that's usually my favorite strategy. You just don't die if you over-level. You can make mistakes, you can over-pull. Polling's when you pull more than one mob at once. I'm sure you've seen those things on shorts where, you know, you kill one of the guards and the next guard's like, what's going on? And they don't chase you. This has a pretty good system like that. You don't get away with that much. So I'm lost now. So I'm checking the map. And I'm trying to figure this out. So I end up going out. And you're going to see I turn around eventually. And I have to go on this little lane here. So I'm not that smart, YouTube, so you got stuck with a dummy YouTuber today. Hopefully you liked my truck driving simulator, which is me driving around Metro Detroit. That was all day, and I didn't have a chance to, I wasn't going to get I could have maybe put a video out at like 11. It would have been bad. So thank you for helping me grow the channel. I appreciate it. Hopefully my face isn't bothering you too much. Hopefully my props are making you say like, wow, that's a real YouTube channel. So now I've figured it out. I think I go this far and I go, oh, I got to go back. One of the things about Remnant that is someone put in the comments, I wish they had a north. Remnant doesn't have like I guess that's part of the game, but that's a artificial mechanic, right? Where's the Polaris so I can find north? So this is the final boss battle. I'm getting to that area. And so what the idea of the game, I'm going to leave that, I guess, spoiler alert, but I'm mainly progressing along through the main quest. I'm not doing a lot of side quests. When you do side quests, it just keeps you in an area longer. Sometimes I don't want to be in the area. I just want to level, especially when I'm doing the content. You don't want to see every time I'm breaking rocks or kicking rocks or killing turkeys for their poultry and feathers. You don't want to see that, YouTube. Although they do give you an achievement for killing like 100 turkeys. So I killed that ghost, and you can see he's a little bit higher. He has that silver around him. So I can mainly get through this with just my life staff, I'm going to call it. I don't know if it's called that, but I'm going to call it that. And I'll get a pop a heal off. There's my main heal right there. And I have a projectile thing because I'm a healer. So they give you some things that will increase your damage. But that's it, YouTube. That's New World. And it is a new world. And it's Ronin Kazi. And thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.